Okay, y'all, we're about to get started in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. This is New Year, New You. If you're just joining us, please let us know your city and state, and also be sure to create a watch party. All right, y'all, we have 15 seconds and we're about to get started. Please let us know your city and state, or country. If you're international, let us know, darling. We're about to get started. This is going to be a bonus training. All right, so hello everybody, how y'all doing? Happy Thursday to everyone. So welcome to everybody that's joining us, whether you're joining us live here on the channel or you're watching a watch party. How you doing? Okay, so make sure everybody let us know what city and state you guys are chiming in from, where you are plugged in, what your name is, and all that good stuff, right? How you doing? So I know, let's see, we've got New York, Staten Island, New York, Buffalo, New York, Columbus, Georgia, Roanoke, Virginia, NYC. We have Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hello. Happy Thursday. So guys, I'm pumped up. So today we actually had another one of our speakers, but I messed up the times because I thought that she was speaking tonight at 7, but she was actually speaking earlier and I was booked. So we had to schedule it for tomorrow. And so she will be joining us for the final day of our New Year, New You. And that just works out because Friday, final day, this is our final day. So tomorrow will be our final day of giveaways. We will not be doing giveaways today because this is a bonus, okay? So tomorrow, if you want to win, we still have a TV up for grabs, $100 up for grabs. Let me see, what else do we still have up for grabs, y'all? We still got some stuff, and people have just been, really winning some great things. Hello. Hold on, what else do we have? Oh, shoot, I opened the wrong thing. But we have a lot of stuff that's available still, and somebody is going to win one of those gifts. Now, in order to win, let me show you how you can actually win. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Vision Avant, and She said, well, how is it that y'all gonna get our address to send these gifts to? So what's going to happen is for everybody who did win, we're going to make sure, because we got your name, so we're going to go search for your name in the registration list. That's how we check to make sure that you are even registered for the conference. You must be registered. Then once we search your name, we're then going to go search for you on Facebook to make sure that you actually have on your page, not in a group, but on your page, you actually broadcasted the information. Okay, so very important. Okay, my sound was off. Yep. Oh, I was talking the whole time. Daggone it. Okay. What I was saying is, the way that you're going to win, guys, is you actually have to register for New Year, New You. You must join the live broadcast, and you must share your broadcast on your personal timeline and tag our page. Thank you, Shashina, for letting me know. I was just talking, honey, and ain't nobody tell me nothing. Okay, ain't nobody tell me nothing. Hey, Charlotte, North Carolina. Sydney Vanderpool, how you doing? All right. The group that you need to be looking in, the group that you should be in is the group, it's New Year, New You Conference. If you're watching the watch party I just posted, you're watching a watch party. So anyways, okay, so this is how you can actually win the giveaways. By the way, I told y'all that the Urban CEO Summit for Atlanta, Georgia, the general admission tickets would max out. Well, we are maxed out at our 100 tickets, okay? However, if you go to the website, you can still be on what we call a wait list, because y'all already know what happens, especially because general admission is free. One of the things that we want to be able to do for Urban CEO, being that we are a nonprofit, we want people to be able to come to our events. And so I'm making it a big deal. We do have VIP seats available, which comes with some additional great bonuses. However, we want people to come to our conferences, and we are specifically targeting a certain type of people on our panels so that we can attract people, so that they can know that everybody is welcome to come. We want you to come as you are. We do not hold judgment on nobody's past, none of that. But right now, you cannot register for a general admission ticket for Atlanta, but you can get on the wait list. And if you are in Atlanta or near Atlanta, I would highly recommend, because we are in the works of expanding the space and having a bigger space. So those of you who are on the wait list will actually get your tickets first. That's right. Stevie Aisha Mills won a VIP ticket to the conference. How you doing? Also, February 23rd, Houston, Texas. We have the Houston conference, okay? So, guys, you need to register. Some people are literally coming to both of the conferences. And so I'm super excited to see you guys there. These are some of our speakers. These are also, let me show y'all our ambassadors, some of our ambassadors that are going to be in the building. You see Pixie, Rhonda, Charlisa, Tanisha, Bridget, Sarita, Kiara, Chelsea, Nicole, and of course our panel host for Atlanta with our ambassadors is none other than the market leader and our VP of social media for Urban CEO, Candy Martin. So that's really lit, super pumped up, and super exciting. Another thing, guys, is we want you to join the Academy. There's so many great things that are coming up. By the way, everybody who joins the Academy, where's the box? I don't know where I just put the box. It's dark in here, y'all. Y'all can't see it because I got my green screen. But everybody who joins the Academy, you actually are going to be getting a box like this. This is what we call, it's going to look a little different though. It's going to be called the Power Pack. And if you have to be an Academy member to get the Power Pack. The Power Pack comes with great goodies. We have people who are putting some amazing items in there. And every single quarter when we have a summit or conference, we have our Power Packs that go to the Academy, okay? And so you never know what you might get in there. Coffee mugs, maybe t-shirts, hats, all types of stuff. Samples of great products, skincare, beard stuff. I mean, we know we're going to have stuff for men and women in those packs. So if you want to know more about the Academy, make sure you check out one of our ambassadors, okay? Or you can go to urbanceoacademy.com. But our ambassadors, we're going to be having a meeting with our ambassadors, but they'll be able to get you some really cool deals of joining the Academy as well. So you must be an Academy member to get that Power Pack, all right? Now, today, I want to talk to you guys about leads. Now, I want to know who I'm talking to We're going to get straight into this training. We won't be here too long, but we're going to be here long enough. Okay, leads. How many of you guys currently use a CRM? And a CRM, I mean like an email system where you collect names, emails, numbers, etc., for your database. Thank you so much, Stevie. Yes, Urban CEO Academy. Ow. By the way, Urban stands for unapologetic, real, bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. Hold on, I ain't even done. Wait a minute. Let me tell y'all. Do y'all know? I got some announcements. So, ambassadors. Remember I was telling you, damn, I should have went to go get it because it might even be in the mail right now. So can I tell y'all something before I even get into the training? So one of the things that we're going to do with Urban CEO, that other organizations out there that are designed to help people, help entrepreneurs. First of all, we want to help people who maybe don't even necessarily know about ways that they can make money. So our ambassadors are going to also be a part of what we call an outreach program. And in this outreach program, because if it ain't fun, right, who really want to be down? So one of the things that I want us to intentionally do as urban CEOs is go to environments where you don't normally go to talk to people about business. Maybe a restaurant, even though we do, but I'm talking about you don't normally talk to the bartender about business, right? You normally go to a restaurant to have a meeting with someone else. Maybe you're at a nightclub. Let's just be real. Urban, all of that is inclusive in the urban community. The nightclubs, the corner, the block, the hood. And you see someone that has great potential. You're at Walmart and you see someone that's, a registrar. They work as a cash register person, and they got a great personality. And you see that they won top registered person. I forget what you call it, but you see that they're being recognized at Walmart, and you say, "Dang, well maybe they have potential, and they could if they only knew what was available." See, a lot of the reason, listen, y'all. I thank God for the people that He introduced me to as a young girl. The first dose of entrepreneurship was when I met a gentleman who was a bail bondsman. And he was a hot piece of work too, though. He was like a mess, for real. But he was the first person that I saw of color that drove a Mercedes Benz, like a nice one. You know what I'm saying? Like new, brand new, that was also making money legally. I never knew anybody from where I'm from that made money legally, that had a Benz and made that kind of money. And that changed my perspective on being a woman from the urban community and how I can have success. And then I just kept on being introduced. I'll never forget the first time I went to Atlanta, changed my life. Because I was surrounded around, bosses, a lot of people, I come to find out they were fronting and stunting, but still it gave me that motivation. Well, there's some people right now, if they just only knew what was available out here in these streets, they could have success. So Urban CEO is not just about only having the people that go to a whole lot of business events, but inviting people who normally don't even see themselves as worthy. They're working 3 jobs. 3 jobs are for 3 people. We need people to be working 1 job full time, and then as one of our the Profits Conference speakers says, to be able to make money with your side gig, right? And so that is what we really want to do here with Urban CEO. And so our ambassadors, y'all, we're going to be getting these cards, right? Only those that are qualified, because some people be taking stuff that we spend all this money on, y'all. These cards are not free. We pay for them, but we're going to get sponsors that actually will sponsor the card. So my company, Show Your Success, Book Profits Club, we sponsored the first bit of cards, right? So we're going to test it out here in the market, but it's an actual membership card. And what's going to happen is if we as an ambassador see someone who has great potential, they'll be an ambassador. They won't be like, the card is to invite them to our next summit or conference. So they'll get the card and it'll be a special ambassador invite, right? Now, they won't be VIP, but they also won't be general admission. there'll be a dedicated area, dedicated, well, not necessarily area, but we might give them like front row or second, third row or something like that. But sometimes people that are not used to coming to events like that, they don't want to sit in the front. But we will make sure that they get special attention. Because if one of our ambassadors saw something in this person where they brought them out the environment that they were comfortable in, and we bringing them here to teach them about what's available, to expose them and change them, we want them to know that we care about them. So anyways, we got a whole lot that's coming up, y'all, and it's physical cards. So it's so dope. So some of our ambassadors, what will happen is you'll get some cards, and you'll be able, it's a card that has a sleeve. It looks real professional in VIP type style. They need to they'll have to register with the card, so they'll be given a link that they got to go register as one of our ambassador VIPs. But listen, it's super dope. Okay, so let's get into this. So how many of you guys again have a CRM? So the only person that answered I do was Stevie. So Stevie was the only one who said yes. So nobody else has a CRM. So let me explain to you what a CRM is. A CRM it stands for Customer Relationship Management Tool. Not tool, but you know. And what it does is it allows you to acquire names, emails, phone numbers to build your database. Okay. Now, one of the biggest challenges that many of us have, Carlander says she just signed up. Thank you, Queen. Okay, Shashina says she has a CRM as well. By the way, what CRMs do y'all use? I would love to know that as well, and I'll tell you what I use. But y'all can go ahead and let us know. Good. You guys need to be having a CRM. Now, if you do not have one, okay, I'll tell you which ones I recommend, and then you'll be able to see some comments of other people of what they're what they use. Of course, when you get all these different ideas, because there's a ton of CRMs out there, okay, it can be a little overwhelming and confusing. So I'm going to tell you the ones that I use, so you can make a decision if you want to use the ones I use. But why do you need a CRM? Okay, why do you need a CRM? Well, the reason why you need a CRM, guys, is because you cannot depend on social media to help you to build your business. In fact, I want everybody to write this. Social media is for telling. Social media is for telling. So telling about your business, telling about the receipts, it's not for selling. Your database is where you sell. So in the emails, when people subscribe, that's how you're able to sell. Because the average person needs to see something 5 to 7 times before they make a decision to buy. Are you listening? So how do we take someone who is a social media follower and turn them into a subscriber that then becomes a lead? So I'm going to give you guys kind of like a little flow of how I do things, and you can kind of take what you want, but I would recommend following this recipe regardless of whatever product or service it is that you have. Okay, so I see some of you guys have different ones. Yes, Active Campaign, I recommend. Keep is the new Infusionsoft, I recommend. Constant Contact, I recommend. So everybody is mentioning the ones that I actually recommend. So Active Campaign, Keep, Infusionsoft, or Constant Contact. Now, this is the deal. There's always going to be a new CRM tool out there. There's always going to be something better. And so, just keep that in mind. That's just what happens, right? And just is what it is. All right, hold on. I thought I started a watch party, but I must have logged off it. So let me start that watch party. Okay, so all of these different ones are great. Now, this is the thing. Some of y'all have these tools, but y'all not using them. Let's keep it all the way real funky. You pay for it, but you're not using them. And you know how I know? Because I look at what you guys post. I look at what you post. I look at how you engage. I look at how you communicate. And you're not getting people to subscribe to your databases. So how do you get people to subscribe to your database? Not on your social media timeline. You get them to subscribe in your inbox. Now, every now and then, like if you're doing a live broadcast like I'm doing right now, you can get people to subscribe as well. But your social media timeline is for telling. Your inbox or DMs is for subscribing. And your database, your CRM emailing is for selling. Okay, so your social media timeline, you're talking about what you're doing, you're showing results, business, etc. I know y'all guilty. Y'all know. I know some of y'all been paying that monthly fee, ain't used it. Well, we need to change that, right? And then when somebody, of course, is following you, but I'm gonna tell you the way, and I'll tell you exactly what I do every single time. I'm gonna tell you what I do. But my inbox is where I get people to actually subscribe. And I want y'all to know something. I go for the gung ho very fast. Okay, I don't play games. I do not play games. As soon as you request me, right now, I will say that because we've been doing New Year, New You, it's been a little bit difficult for me to go in and message people. But as y'all know, I've been using a tool on Facebook right now that allows me to remove people who are not inactive on my page. I'm never emotional about followers. Some of y'all be too emotional about that stuff. Like, for real, y'all be really emotional and y'all be getting really upset when somebody unfollows you, and that's stupid to me. Like, stop being emotional. You guys, you got to be emotional about the people that you're helping. Does that make sense? Like, stop being emotional about somebody because somebody unfollowed you. You don't got what they need. Okay, bye. That's how I feel. Like, okay, deuces. Holla at your girl. I don't need you either. So I don't get emotional about followers, right? And so there's a tool that I'm using right now, which is literally allowing me to remove everyone. So I've been working on removing all those people. So I literally have removed, I don't even know what number I'm at. I'm probably at about 3,500 people that I've removed off my Facebook. And so what I do is when somebody requests to be my friend, I send them a message. Now, I may not, what I'll do is I may not send them all a message, right away, but I do send them a message. So let me give you the flow of what I do. Now, the first thing that everybody is going to need to have, okay, the first thing everybody is going to need to have is everybody is going to need to have what is called a hook item, okay? A hook item. A hook item is something that you give away in exchange for somebody joining your database, all right? A hook item is something that you, hold on, y'all, because I'm on Instagram too, and that's what my Instagram folks plug in. All right, y'all ready? So a hook item is something that you give away in exchange for somebody joining your list. Okay, there we go. Okay. So your hook item is something that you give away for somebody actually joining your list. What are examples of hook items? Okay, so a hook item could be an ebook. Now, how many of you guys watching actually sell a product? If you sell a physical product, like makeup, lotion, jewelry, if you sell a physical product, I want you guys to type the number 1. If you sell a service, whether your service is coaching, and I want you to choose one or the other. So just one or the other. If you do both, that's fine. Choose the one that makes you the most money, okay? If you sell a service like coaching, massages, taxes, lawyering, whatever, right? Number 2. So if you sell a product, put number 1. And if you sell a service, number 2. I'm going to show you that regardless of whatever you sell, there's always a hook item that you can give away, okay? So if you sell a product, number 1, number 2. If you sell a service, okay? Number 1 for a product, number 2 for a service. Now, with that stated, okay, so we have services. We have a few products, but a lot of services, okay? Services are always easy because in a service, generally, you can provide something like an ebook. If you do a service, you can always provide like an ebook, right? What do I mean by that? So let's just say that your service is you do massages, right? You can create an ebook. I always talk about massages, and I'll give you another example just so y'all don't think I'm a one-trick pony. So let's just say you offer massages. People like to get massages because they want to be happy. So you can write a book about an ebook about ultimate happiness. Now, this is the thing. The ebook, this is not your book. This is just a simple ebook that you're going to give away for free that's about 5 pages long. You're going to go and type up a real simple ebook. You can use Google Voice. Google Docs has a voice tool that you can just talk about it. You find 7 different ways to be happy. One of the ways are massages, and you go in on massages, and you provide an ebook about 7 ways to happiness, or 7 secrets to happiness, 7 keys to happiness, right? So you create your ebook. Let's say you offer a service like taxes. You could create an ebook. You do taxes. So you want to build your database. It's tax time right now. Everybody is in taxes. They want to build their database. Hopefully you do. Okay. So if you're doing taxes, right, guess what you're going to create an ebook about? 7 tax benefits you didn't even know that you had as a business owner. Because that's your target audience. You want to get businesses that get their taxes done. Or 7, maybe your target audience is single moms. Because, moms or fathers, when you put your children on, you get more coin. So you have 7 tax benefits single mothers have that I bet you didn't know about. And you talk about those tax benefits. And you say, and so what you do, you start targeting those people. And I'm going to tell you how to do that, okay? So when you offer a service-based business, you can create a simple ebook. Now, this is the thing. Let me tell you how you make it look fancy. You don't make it long. It doesn't need to be, first of all, most people are not even going to read the damn ebook, okay? So while you're trying to make this 40-page, 50-page ebook, that's way too long. It should be 7 to 10 pages, not long at all, real simple, straight to the point. If you guys want to see an example of an ebook that I have created, I want you guys to go to 5ways-to-market-your-book.com, the number 5, and you can go and see what I do. Just duplicate it. Create you something like that. So what I did was I created the text on Google Docs, and then on Google Docs, what I did, 7 tips on getting media exposure. Now make it, ebook don't matter because you can use that. Oh, y'all, never mind. I'm going to get to it. Very good, Deborah. Yes. And if y'all want to ask while we're live, ask me while we're here because y'all got me live. So if you do taxes, you're going to talk about the 7 tax benefits, right? You're going to create your Word document. You're going to use Google Docs, whatever you're going to use. And then you're going to go to a nice little fancy website called Fiverr, Fiverr. You're going to Google ebook creator. And there are people who will take your text and turn your ebook into a nice fancy PDF that it looks great. Okay. Now, when somebody then subscribes to your CRM, you set it up so that it automatically then sends them your ebook. This is how you build your database, guys. So you got to know who your target audience is. Okay. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. So now if you provide a product, so I used to be in network marketing. Many of y'all know that, right? And the product that we had was coffee. So we would give away samples. Let me show you. I even got some. Let me go grab it. Now, granted, this is the hot chocolate, and I don't like hot chocolate, so it's just been sitting in my house, right? So here's the samples. It was OrganoGold was the name of the company. I was a diamond consultant in this company. So we would give away samples. Now, granted, giving away tangible samples of your product costs money, right? It's not free. So I wasn't just giving them to anybody that wanted a free cup of coffee. No, you need to qualify. So what I would do was I was killing it with this, yo. I would have a survey that they would have to complete. And based on what they answer, I would decide if I was going to send them a sample of this coffee. And my goal was to send a certain number of samples every single month. Now, granted, if somebody did get a sample and they message me and like, hey, I didn't get my sample. If somebody messages me that is added to my email list and they're like, I didn't get my sample, they're telling me they're really interested. So even if they didn't necessarily qualify based on the answer, they're telling me I didn't get my sample, I'm going to send them a sample. Does that make sense? If you are in, let's say you do jewelry. Well, you could do a giveaway. You could do a giveaway and you say, hey, look, y'all, I'm doing a giveaway. So I could message someone and say, hey, look, do you like jewelry? I'm messaging women, right? I'm going to message a woman and say, do you like jewelry? And they're going to say, yeah, I love jewelry. Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing a free giveaway. I'm giving away one of my beautiful earrings, right? And if you, all you got to do is submit your name and email to enter to win. Why are we doing this? Because you want to be able to have control of your target audience. When you only have Facebook or you only have Instagram or you only have whatever social media platform you use, you do not have control of your database. Does that make sense? Because what happens is these social media platforms decide how they want to promote you or share your information. Hey, Kiara, how you doing? Right? So with that stated, I'm going to figure out what my hook item is going to be. So if you guys want to ask me any, if you got some ideas of what your hook item should be, go ahead and comment while we are live, and I'll see if, that's a great idea. I'll let you know. Okay, I'll let you know. My hook item for New Year, New You. What's the hook item for New Year, New You? Anybody know? All the giveaways that we're giving every single day. We're giving away giveaways. And in order for you to get the giveaways, guess what you had to do? Register. You had to register. And so guess what I did? I acquired your information when you registered for this free conference. And in exchange, it enters you, if you are live, to win a gift. Okay, does that make sense? So you have to join us live. So now I'm able to use this for further marketing. And if you really want to put your money where your mouth is, when you really start getting people to subscribe to your database and you have profits coming in, you do retargeting ads so that when somebody subscribes, now all of a sudden they're seeing your video, their picture everywhere. Because the average person, I used to say 5 to 7, but I think sometimes we need more than that. We need like 7 to 10 times of exposure before we actually make a purchase, okay? Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Okay, so now everybody has hook items, right? So what about a free gift or giveaways? Absolutely, Deborah. And so that's the same thing. Now, make sure, this is the thing. So let's just say, for example, Deborah does how to get on the media, right? And I want to do, hey, speak up, sis. How you doing? I love your icon too. I love a fro. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, right? So, okay. So let's just say Deborah is teaching people how to get on the media, right? And she's giving away a $20 gift card for coffee. Well, everybody that drink coffee don't want to get on the media. So I'm not really trying to give away a $20 gift card for free coffee because that's not a targeted lead. Does that make sense? And so I want to give away something that's targeted. Another thing you do not want to give away is stop giving away, like making your initial giveaway a strategy session. Don't nobody want no strategy session, especially if that's the initial contact. I was just talking to the speakers of the Profit Conference because I see people do this all the time. They say, hey, everybody, submit your email to this link and it'll qualify you for a free strategy session. Most people are not going to be that comfortable on the very first time of being exposed to you to wanting to get on the phone and talk to you. They want to kind of peep you out. So you got to be able to figure out things that you can give. So if I'm going to give away something, I'm definitely, now, what you could give away, Deborah, this is easy. You can give away a list of media outlets in your market. So if you want to help people to get on the media, and I know some people say, well, I don't want to give them no, because that's giving them the list of media outlets is not teaching them everything. They still got to know how to pitch. They still got to know how to interview. So you could say, if anybody wants to be able to get a free list of media outlet, top media outlets, you can subscribe. I know that this person subscribing to my database is targeted, right? Does that make sense? So, and I'm not going to give away anything that's going to cost me money, like a whole lot of money. Coffee, this may cost me, of course, if I bought it by the box, because we could buy them by the boxes or whatever. So I might spend $100, not even $100, like $50 on 3 boxes. And then to send a cup of coffee in the mail might cost me about another $1 or $2. But I'm not giving away nothing. Like, okay, if I have everybody subscribe to my list and I'm giving them a free t-shirt, that's a lot of money. Even if you're only paying cost, that's $10 a t-shirt, right? What if you have 1,000 people joining your database every month? That's 1,000 times $10. No, ma'am, that's backwards. Now, there are ways that you can do, like, let's say you want to give away, like, say, you have a planner. I have my planner for authors, right? Let's say I create like a worksheet or a work page or something like that for my planner for authors, like a scheduling worksheet. I could give away that worksheet for free. And of course, on the worksheet, I'm going to be talking about, to get the full breakdown, you need to get the planner. Okay. So that's what you do. Yeah, that's very good. Look at Stevie. Stevie says, I created a course that tells people how to get on the news for free, and I let people know that it's valued at over $100,000, because this is one thing I want y'all to understand. Even if you give away something that you feel that you should charge for, the truth of the matter is most people really don't want to do the work. They want to pay you to do the work for them. So especially if you provide some kind of a service, if you have a do it for you and do it yourself type of, product or service, you still can land more clients. Or they want to be able to talk to you one-on-one. You give them the training, and then now they got to schedule a one-on-one session. So everybody needs to figure out what that one hook item is going to be. What's your one free giveaway that you can give away to your targeted lead? It's got to be somebody that's looking for your final product, your final service. Let's say, for example, you do hair. Let me give you another example. Hairstylists never create databases, and this is just not good. It's not good. They rely upon social media, and so they're not building a database, right? And so if I did hair, why do people go get their hair done? Like, why don't people that actually go get their hair done professionally, why do you go get your hair done professionally versus you doing it yourself? I want you to answer that question for me. Why do you go and get your hair done versus you doing it yourself? Why do you go and get your hair done by a professional hairstylist versus you going to get it doing it yourself? Because I've tried to do my hair myself as well, and I'm gonna see what you guys put. But I'm gonna tell you this: when I tried to do my hair myself, while it looked decent, I found that, like, my hair, yes, avoid the hassle. I also found like my hair didn't look healthy because I didn't know what I was doing, right? So most people will go, right, they know how to do it right. They're going to have your hair healthy. Why do I wear these locks all the time? Because it makes my hair grow. So my ultimate goal of wearing locks is, first of all, it's easy. I can just get up and go. But when I take it out, my hair has grown inches, right? So let's say you're a specialist in helping people to grow hair. While you do hair, you've got clients whose hair is down their back. Okay? You have clients whose hair is down their back. And so that's what you help hair to grow. So you create an ebook that talks about 7 secrets or 7 items that you probably have in your house that can help your hair grow. Something like that, an ebook. And so now they subscribe to your list. And now you're able to be more in control of your list. And then even as a hairstylist, where hairstylists mess up is they only provide a service. They're not providing products. You don't have to make your products. You can find somebody that you can get products from, right? We living in a day where everybody wants stuff to be organic. We want it natural. We want it to smell like cocoa butter and oils and stuff like that. You find somebody that's already creating some products. You become a partner with them. And this is another thing that you can sell, because everybody may not be local to you, right? Everybody may not be where you are. And so you can have a product that you can also sell to people all over the place. And then once you've built up the platform, you got all these people following, somebody is going to eventually say, hey, I want to fly in to come and get my hair done. People do it all the time, by the way. People do it all the time. So anyways, we got to figure out what our hook item is going to be, right? Because before we start, and then I'm going to give you the process. Okay, so y'all ready? So we figured out what the hook item is going to be, and now we're going to figure out the process. Now, so I don't know, Nakia, so maybe if you know it, I just kind of come up with hook items on my own. Generally hook items are going to be the same. You're going to have an ebook. You're going to have maybe a webinar that you could do, or some kind of a sample. It's not really complicated. But if there is a website, maybe possibly, right? So anyways, with that stated, we now have our hook items. Now, we've got to be able to figure out a way to capture that person's information so that we can then send them the hook item if they're qualified. That is why you need to have a CRM. So many of you guys said Active Campaign. You said Keep. That's the new Infusionsoft. You said Constant Contact. All of them are great. Now, if you ain't got no money, honey, and you trying to start off for the free 99, you can always start off with a tool like MailChimp. By the way, one of the great things, guys, that people need to understand is that when you have a CRM, if you're not happy with it, guess what you do? You can always export all the contacts that you've acquired and find a new CRM. Don't get emotional about this stuff, right? I don't get emotional about tools. If I see a new tool out there that I think is better, that's going to provide more value for me, it's going to be less expensive. I just bought a tool right now that's about to replace all my ClickFunnels. Listen, I've been using ClickFunnels for years. I done spent $297 a month for ClickFunnels for years now. And I just found a tool where all I had to do was pay $497 one time, and I have lifetime access for it, and it does everything that ClickFunnels does and more. Okay, if y'all want the hookup on that, just send me a DM and I'll send you the link so that y'all can get access to this thing. But anyways, with that stated, you got to get a CRM. Okay, one that you can start off with for free is MailChimp. MailChimp, you can sign up for free and you can use MailChimp, and MailChimp even has where you can create a capture page. Now, they got a lot of weird functionalities and don't let you drag and drop and stuff, but just to make something real simple, it doesn't need to be fancy. You know, don't need to go out there and get a website. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't even really send people to my website. The only website I send people to right now is Urban CEO Network. But honestly, the last time I sent somebody to TariaAvant.com or ShowYourSuccess.com, I can't tell you. Listen, I send people to capture pages because my ultimate goal is to get you on my database. That's it. Like, I'm gonna get you on my database so that I can send you emails so that you can be plugged into what we're doing. So I have capture pages out the yin yang. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all be trying to get websites and everything. They're great. They're great to have as far as information based, but the initial contact should not be sending someone to your website. The initial contact should always be sending someone to your capture page. Then once they're on your capture page, then you send them, okay, to your website. By the way, many of y'all that are with Urban CEO, you are going to see I'm about to switch it up, because one of the things we're going to do is we're going to have a hook item for people that want to know more about Urban CEO versus sending them to the website first, okay? So we're going to start having that implemented very soon. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about, okay? So anyways, with that stated, we have our hook item. We've got our CRM set up. So now when somebody subscribes to the CRM, we have it set up so that it sends them the hook item. Now, how do we start getting leads? This is the easiest part. This is easy to do. Once you set up all that stuff, it's easy to do this. So when people request me, right? First things first, a lot of people request me on social media to be friends, right? Now, we got to get to that point. So I'm going to tell you what to do if you don't got a lot of people requesting you, or maybe you got people that's requesting you that don't have any pictures. I don't accept nobody that don't have a picture. I don't accept nobody that look like they in a whole nother country, because, I mean, no offense to my people in other countries. I love them. But a lot of times when I accept them, then they be sending me these messages talking about they need some money. I ain't got time for that. No, sir. Okay. So, and I can't, honestly, the way that my program is set up, depending upon, like, if it's like for Urban CEO Network, while we want to expand internationally, then they need to go join the group. Like, don't be requesting me, because I'm not, listen, I can't coach you one-on-one, right? And so anyway, so I'm very specific on who I accept. I look at pictures. I base on, you know, if I want to accept someone as my friend based on their pictures, if their picture look like, you know what I'm saying, like they don't got no picture of themselves, or I don't know. Now, I don't base it on, like, you know, if they don't look like, if their picture is not professional, because I'm looking to work with all entrepreneurs, right? So they don't have to be professional, but y'all know what I mean, right? So I'm very selective. But once I accept someone as my friend, they're always going to get a message, and the message is going to say something very simple. Now, you guys must know how to identify what it is that you sell. A lot of us don't even know how to share that. We don't even know what results we help people with. So remember, let's use the example of the hairstylist. As a hairstylist, you specialize in helping people grow hair longer, you know, and healthier, right? So their hair grows healthier and longer, right? So this is what I would do if I was a hairstylist. If somebody requested me to be a friend, I would then send them a message. I would say, hey, Joan, thanks for the friend request. How are you doing today? This is what I do. I promise y'all. This is what I do. Everybody write that in. Thanks, first name. Hey, first name. Thanks for the friend request. How are you doing today? Now, if they follow me, like say they follow me on Instagram, I'm going to say the same shit. Excuse my language, but that's what I'm going to say. Stuff don't change. It's real simple. We overcomplicate this stuff. So if they request me as a friend, I'm going to say, hey, Joan, on Instagram, thank you so much for following me. how are you doing today? Now, the reason why I'm saying, how are you doing today? Because my ultimate goal in this DM is to get a response, period. Because what you're going to find is some people will just have little scene icon. It'll just say that they saw your post and they will not respond to you. Okay? Now, a lot of times, guys, this is why I love this app that I found. I'm not going to instantly remove them. Okay? Because sometimes, people be thinking it's a bot, or maybe they got scared or afraid. Sometimes people be like, I can't even believe this is really you. I'm like, yeah, this is me. What up? How you doing? So thanks so much. Hey, John, thanks so much for the request. How are you doing today? That's what I say all the time. My goal is to get them to ask me, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Literally. I want them to ask me back. Now, if they don't ask me back, then the conversation is done. At least I know they're now on my page. They'll probably see some of my posts, whatever. Maybe so. I'm not going to push the conversation. You make it quick. And what's dope about Instagram is when you use Instagram and you set up a business account, there's a thing called quick replies. And so you can just save that reply, because generally on everything I love, guys, my responses are always the same thing. I never switch it up. Only time it switches up is if like we get into a personal conversation and then I talk. Okay. So this allows you to be very quick with it. Does that make sense? So let's just say maybe at 7 a.m. instead of y'all getting up on Facebook or Instagram and scrolling, what you do is you go to your friends, or you go look at all the people who just recently followed you and you send them a message. Thanks for following me. How are you doing today? Now, are y'all getting this? If y'all catching this, I need to know y'all paying attention now. Let me know what y'all got. Y'all got it? Is this good? Okay. So the next thing, when they say, I'm doing great, how are you? Or if they say, well, how you doing? Or thanks for asking, how are you? I'm looking for them to ask me back. If they don't ask me back, no problem. I'm not going to keep talking to them because clearly they don't want to talk. That's how I feel, right? It's just disrespectful. No, I'm playing. I just don't respond back. I don't say nothing back. But if they say, I'm doing great, how are you? I say, I'm doing amazing. In fact, y'all ready? I'm doing amazing. And in fact, I just launched a new ebook. Or in fact, I just sent out some new samples. Or in fact, I just finished a new client. Or in fact, something simple but not too long. You don't want to be extra with it, okay? Like, don't be trying to be extra. Oh, I just talked to Oprah Winfrey on the phone. Like, now you're being real intimidating, okay? Something real simple, but something that, and it's always, whenever they ask me how I'm doing, y'all, and let me tell you something, words are powerful. Some of y'all need to work on the stuff that y'all say about yourself. When somebody asks you how you're doing from now on and forever, y'all hear me? I don't care if you are crying, if your eyes are wet because you just finished crying because he or she just hurt your heart, broke you down. I don't care. Every single time someone asks you how you doing, it's either I'm doing amazing, I'm doing excellent, I'm doing great. Don't say I'm okay. Or don't say nothing, because in life something is always happening in life. It's never a time where there's nothing happening. Your heart is beating. God is making your heart beat. So we need to stop devaluing this precious life that God has given us. It's almost disrespectful to God when somebody says how you doing, you say, you're living. So let's be positive, okay? I'm serious about that. I don't play with that. And y'all can probably attest to that. Anybody ever ask me how I'm doing, it's always amazing. I'm amazing. I'm doing amazing. And guys, well, what if I'm not really doing amazing? Guys, do you understand that the way that you live your life is a direct reflection of the stuff that you say about yourself? So if you want yourself to start being amazing, you got to start speaking it. How you doing? Okay. So anyway, so they say, I'm doing great or whatever. I'm doing all right, because they're not going to speak the way you speak. How you doing? And I'm going to say, I'm doing amazing. In fact, I just launched a new ebook. Or in fact, I just gave out some new samples. In fact, something short. It doesn't need to be a dissertation. It should not be long. Real simple. By the way, and then I'll either say, would you like a sample? By the way, would you like a free ebook? By the way, are you looking to write a book? So what I generally will say is when they ask me, because I help people to write books. So when somebody messages me, I say, how you doing? They say, I'm doing great. How you doing? I'm doing amazing. In fact, just launched a new book. By the way, are you interested in writing a book to grow your business? I'm going straight for the gun ho. I'm not going, look, this is where y'all be messing up, because somebody requests you, then you be trying to send them a whole dissertation. You try to send them your YouTube channel. You want them to watch a video. No, you just ask them a question. Make it short, though. It doesn't need to be long. Straight to the point. Does that make sense? I'm doing amazing. In fact, I just launched a new book. By the way, are you interested in writing a book to grow your business? By the way, are you interested in learning how to grow your hair longer? Make it connect with whatever your hook item is too. As the hairstylist, I'm doing amazing. I just launched a new ebook to grow that teaches you how to grow your hair. By the way, would you like to get a free copy? Straightforward. I promise you, it works every time. Either they gonna say no, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes, because you're giving them something for free of value. It ain't going to be, by the way, you want to join my email list. That's not going to work. Don't nobody want to join your email list. But people will join it if you're giving them something for free. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me? So, I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing incredible. It needs to be positive. Let me get back on that real quick, too. Do you know that sometimes you doing that can change somebody else's perspective on their day? I've literally seen that happen. I'll never forget one time I was at the dollar store, Family Dollar, because this was recent. And the lady said, hi. She was like, hey, she was like, hey, I was like, hey, how you doing? She was like, oh, well, I'm getting by. You know how we do. I'm getting by. I'm getting by. She was like, how you doing? I said, I'm doing amazing. She was like, oh, I ain't never heard nobody say that before. I was like, yeah. I said, the truth is that I feel like I'm in control of how I feel about my life, and God woke me up today. And so today, I know some people didn't, so I'm amazing. She's like, man, I never thought about it like that. Thank you so much. She's like, man, I've been dealing with some stuff. I got to be honest, but by you sharing that, like, that's motivating. So never stop being that way. That's what she told me. Made me feel real good about myself, but guess what? It also made her feel good. So, I just want y'all to know, y'all gotta be conscious and aware of what you say about yourself to other people and to yourself. So anyway, I'm doing amazing. In fact, I'm gonna do the hair one. So I'm doing amazing. In fact, I just launched a new ebook on growing hair. By the way, would you like a free copy? I'm doing amazing. I just finished mailing out some samples of coffee. By the way, would you like a free sample of coffee? I'm doing amazing. By the way, I'm doing amazing. In fact, I just helped. I just sent out some new media. I just created a new media list for people who want to get on the news. In fact, would you like a free copy? It's just real simple. And they say, yes, I would. Yes, I would like a free copy. I say, great. Go to this website right now and grab a copy. It's a great read. Let me know. And then what I'll say is I say, by the way, and let me know which one of the steps was your favorite step. By the way, let me know which one. How does this work for speakers? So if you're a speaker, every speaker, so I was just talking about this to my speakers for the Profit Conference. One of the biggest challenges that speakers have is they make, just like, well, a lot of authors too. 80% of most authors make below minimum wage. You know why? Because most authors make everything about them. You know how many people I know that have written books about their life story? Because everybody tells me that their life story is unique and everybody's going to want to read their story. And this is no disrespect. I promise you, I've been in the book business now for 5 years. Everybody tells me this. And you know what happens? They sell their book to their immediate circle. I always tell people the best time to share your story is when you no longer need to tell people your story. Oprah does not have to share her story. You see what I'm saying? But she's personally never even written a biography. Other people wrote one of her, right? Okay, same situation for speakers. So as a speaker, if you want to be a successful speaker today more than ever, do you know what people are investing in? Information, knowledge, value. That's what people want. So if you're going to be a speaker, you've got to be able to provide those results. Some of y'all know who Les Brown is. Les Brown is one of the most notable speakers of all history. He also at one time was one of the most top paid speakers of all time. Like, he would get paid $250,000 to come and speak. If anybody has seen Les Brown lately, well, we are praying for him because, you know, he is battling some health and wellness. But he also has changed up his style, because when he does his talk, he has an offer where he's teaching you how to be a speaker or how to speak on stage. Like, that's his offer. So he's now selling you some results. So as a speaker, you got to figure out what are the results that you can offer. Now, let me just give you an example. Let's say you're a speaker and you speak on, I don't know, maybe you overcame depression. You know, I got a book about depression. I talk about overcoming depression all the time. Well, you know, you never overcome depression. It's something that you just consistently battle with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the mental illness is not something that it just is cured. Mental illness is real. But I wrote this book about depression, and let's say that that's what I talk about. And so I don't talk about necessarily going through depression. My talk is specifically designed to help you to overcome depression, right? So that's what my goal is, to help you overcome depression. Now with that, maybe I don't necessarily do any coaching. I'm going to flip it up a little bit. Maybe I don't do coaching, but maybe I provide some special meditation calls or something. You got to sell something. It's a big disservice as a speaker to speak in front of an audience and don't offer your audience something to spend money on. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but people respect what they pay for. And that's why you'll have people who will continuously keep buying whatever new you have coming out, because people have a bigger respect on their money than their time. This is the truth. Majority of most people, okay? So when you're speaking, you're offering some kind of result. So if I'm talking about overcoming depression, I'm going to talk to you about the three keys to, you know, empowering yourself to push through depression. And then at the end of that, I'm going to offer you maybe a copy of my book. Maybe you're an author. Every speaker should be an author anyways, right? And maybe you want to sell some of you guys are asking how to sell your books in bulk, okay? Well, there's a way you can actually sell books in bulk. You can sell it in bulk. You can sell it 5 at a time. What you do is you only sell them for 5, you know? So what you do is you say 1 is for you and then 4 is to give away. Now, I've seen this done by Myron Golden, and he has I literally have seen him sell in one sitting, and it might be 200 people there. I've literally seen him with 200 people sell 500 books, because he sells them in stacks, right? So let's just say you're talking about overcoming depression, you have a book and you're going to sell it. Now, what could be a free hook item that you could give to people? Because even as a speaker, you still have something to sell, your book. You have a tangible product, your book, which hopefully you turn that into multiple streams as well. Because every author should be able to make at least 3 streams of income, whether you provide coaching or not. So a hook item that I would give is the opposite of depression, because a lot of people don't really want to talk about depression, right? I mean, well, now more than ever we are, which, by the way, the rate of suicide is up more than any other, like the number of people that are committing suicide, it has increased the more than any other kind of, it's increasing more as far as the percentage of number of people who've done it compared to any other top cause of death. It's one of the largest increases ever. So anyway, so we could create an ebook about the opposite, which is happiness. If you go look up how to be happy, listen, and let me tell you something. I'm telling you from personal experience. If you go look up how to be happy, you could talk about the 7 secrets to happiness as a speaker. And why? Because then when they're on my database and I have an event where I want them to come and see me speak, I can let them know about an event that I'm doing. Right? Does that make sense? So I create an ebook on the 7 secrets. So how would I hit somebody up that follows me? So somebody follows me. Hey, John, thank you so much for following me. How are you doing today? Well, I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, I'm doing amazing. In fact, I just finished my new ebook on happiness. Would you like a free copy? Yes, I would. It's just that simple, y'all. Now, when somebody subscribes to your database, the next thing is you got to be engaged with them, right? You got to be sending out emails. And that's a whole nother training in its own of the series of emails. But you want to send out emails. I recommend within the first 5 days, every single day you're sending out a new email that's giving some additional value. You're not really necessarily trying to sell too much just yet, but you're giving value. Maybe you're going to invite them to a live broadcast that you're going to do. Maybe you're going to tell a little bit about your story. Maybe you have a video that you recorded and you want to share it. Like I did a video about depression, and if you look on YouTube, it's Taria Avant Depression. I could send them a link. Hey, I want you to check out this video I did some years ago about overcoming depression. So the first 5 days, you want to send them something every day because you want your name to pop up on their email over and over and over again, okay? And what's going to happen, they might not open all the emails because open rates can be slow, right? So they may not open it up, but they're going to keep on seeing your name pop up. And so eventually, everybody say eventually they're going to, oh, what is she talking about? Or what is he talking about? Let me check it out and see what they've got going on. And eventually they're going to check you out. And so the key is now you're going to make sure that you stay sending out those emails. Now, another great thing, when people join your database, there's different things you can do with that. You can create ads. You can create ads so that when somebody subscribes to your database because they visited your website, you can retarget on Facebook and Instagram so that a video now pops up on their timeline with your wonderful face talking about, hey, how you doing? You could even have something where it could be like, hey, you just subscribe to my list, check your email. Like a video literally pop up. Some of y'all have seen it. You've gone to websites and then you went on Instagram and you're like, dang, it's just retargeting. That's all they've done. They've got a code on their website so that says when somebody visits the website, it's going to retarget and send them this video. So now you can engage. You can also create like a special, say you have a special deal going on and you want to create a video that goes to everybody on your database. Well, we know that if we send out an email, right? If we send out an email, everybody's not going to open it. Another cool thing is that many of these CRMs, like an ActiveCampaign, I think Keep, you can integrate with it. I use ActiveCampaign, but you can send out a text message to people too. So you can send out a text message, right? Yes, it's called Pixels. Absolutely, Pixie. Not Pixie, Chappelle. Absolutely, it's called Pixels. But you can send out a text message, but then you can also send out an ad specifically to people that are on your list. Maybe it's a video ad, right? A video ad that you can send out to everybody that is subscribed to your list to let them know about maybe an event. Hey, I know you're on my list and I wanted to send you a quick video to remind you about a free workshop that I'm doing. I want you guys to come out because at the workshop, you're going to be selling books. At the workshop, you're going to be selling your products. At the workshop, you're going to be registering people to come and get your service, to get their hair done, to get whatever. Imagine hairstylists doing something like that, changing the game, doing free workshops about hair growth. And then they say, hey, if anybody wants to schedule an appointment, come over here, come back here to see me. In fact, everybody that schedules 2 appointments, right? If I was a hairstylist, I would create like a membership program, right? Because that's the new thing right now. Create membership programs. I would say, hey, whoever schedules 2, you could go ahead and pay for 2 appointments, and I will give you my free hair growth serum I'll give you my hair growth serum for free. I sell this for $197, right? And so that's how you do that, right? So anyway, so that's an example, guys, of how to be able to build those leads. And so literally every day, instead of y'all scrolling on social media and Facebook and Instagram and all that, what y'all should be doing is messaging them people who follow you. Now, let's just say you're not getting no followers. And this is the final thing, and I got to go. So Carlander, you said you're having troubles linking Keep and ClickFunnels. So what you want to do is probably, I know Keep used to be Infusionsoft. So if you log in at ClickFunnels, you need to do a search because ClickFunnels has a lot of training where you can say integrate with ClickFunnels or integrate. I don't know if they'll have Keep because Keep is so new. So you might want to do a search for integrating with ClickFunnels and see how you can do it. But they generally have training on that to help you to get that done. Okay, now what about those of us who say, well, Taria, that sounds cool and all because you got people following you or you got people requesting you. Well, there was a time where nobody did not know who I was. You know that? Used to be a time when nobody knew who the heck I was. Do you know that? When I was in network marketing and I joined my first network marketing business in 2009. I want y'all to know this is stuff. Now I didn't always build a database, okay? Because I didn't know anything about that. So I'm giving you this information so you can take action. But I did know about getting in them inboxes. So since 2008, 2009, there's people where I can go all the way back and see in their Facebook where I was messaging them. I'm always in somebody's inbox. This is not a game. I do not care. I will message somebody over and over again and over and over and over again and over and over and over again. They can look at every one of my posts all the time. I don't give a hoot, nanny poo. You can keep looking at my posts all you want. The good thing, now you got the tool on Facebook where people who don't comment on your stuff, who don't engage with you, you can just remove them altogether so that they don't keep, just ignoring you. But I will consistently still message people. So what I would do in that situation, y'all ready, is I can go and find the people. Guys, this thing, success, it's not just going to fall on your lap. Until you got people requesting you, you got to go get them. And they're waiting on you. They just don't know you. They don't know where you are. They don't know about you. So you got to go get them. And the way you go get them is you go find them in groups. You can go to Facebook and there's groups out there. When you know who your target audience is, you can find them. If you work with single mothers, there's single mothers groups. If you work with people who like to shoot guns, there's groups for people who love guns. If you like natural hair, you do natural hair, and that's who there's people who have Facebook groups for natural hair enthusiasts. There's all types of groups that are out there. So I'm going to go to those Facebook groups and I'm going to look at people who look like potential clients that are engaging. And I'm going to send them a friend request on Facebook. I used to send 10 to 20 friend requests to people every single day. 10 to 20 friend requests to people every single day. Literally going in Facebook groups, finding people who look good, like, somebody I would work with. I didn't go and research. I just looked at their picture, looked at their name, and I said, okay, this looks like a good person. Let me request them. On Instagram, you know how you get more followers on Instagram? You got to engage with people. First of all, please make sure that your timeline also is reflective of what it is that you say you do. That's right, Carlander, right? You got to make sure your timeline, number one. Number two is on Instagram, you cannot have a private page. If people don't know you, they're not going to follow you with the private page. Because some people want to stalk your page before they follow you. You know that? I got a lot of stalkers too. They want to stalk your page. They want to see what's going on. They want to look at your content. And so we already mess ourselves up on Instagram because y'all be trying to be private. What are you hiding? So you got to make sure that your content is reflective. And I don't got time to be having no private Instagram account for friends. Listen, if I told y'all on my Instagram post, I said if I did not have a business where I've got to be able to use social media to build it, I would not be on social media. My friends, like my friends' friends, they have my phone number and they can call me. I do not need to be on social media so that I can be connected to my friends and family. That's bullcrap. And we got to stop using that as an excuse. You got to make a decision. Are you here to impact people's lives? Because if you are, there's a lot of choices that must be made. So on Facebook, let me tell you, some of y'all don't ever engage. If somebody comments on your post, you say you're a stalker too. Yeah, me too. I done stalked a couple pages before. Well, actually, I stalk pages right now that I don't follow. But I go look at the content. That's crazy, right? This is what we do. They give good content. Okay, so anyways, Instagram. You got to start communicating with people on Instagram because that's what people want. Okay, people want to know that you appreciate them. Or I go to certain groups too. So let's say, or certain pages. So let's say that, you find a page. There's like this. Okay, let me give you an example. Single mothers. There's this woman that creates these journals for kids. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman that creates these journals for kids. It's like journal something. It's dope, right? And so I always share her stuff to the people that are in my journal planner class. And so she creates these journals. Everybody that's following her, not everybody, but for the most part, a lot of them are probably parents. So if your target audience is parents, then you follow that person's Instagram, and what you do is you comment and you engage with some of the people who are commenting. When you do that, I promise you, you're going to get people follow you. People be thinking, they be like, girl, you be on the Shade Room commenting. Listen, I be on the Shade Room commenting because they get so many comments, and every now and then I put something funny, and then every now and then I say something like, I don't know about this, but I help people write books to grow their business. I don't do it too much because you don't want to be spammy. But every now and then I throw that on the Shade Room because my target audience is people who like the Shade Room. They like the Shade Room. But you can go find other groups. There's, whatever it is. And you can, leave a comment. But you don't even always have to even say, I help people write books. Or, what you do, you can just comment. And people will go and look at your timeline. And then they will follow you. When they follow you, you're going to send them a message just like what I showed you. It's the same routine. You might have to do this to 10 to 20 people a day. You might have to do that to 20 to 30 people a day. But guys, at the end of the day, what are we trying to do here? So you should already know what your products and services are. You must spend more time marketing your business than anything else. And many of us, we don't do that. That's why our businesses are not growing. We're just, we're posting online. Somebody comment on your post. You don't even reply to their comment. Then you wonder why they don't comment no more, because you don't never show them no love. You got to make sure you show people love. You got to make sure. Hit them in the DMs ASAP. Okay? So that is some ideas and things that you can do to be able to grow your list. Guys, we got to be focusing on, because for a fact that Instagram and Facebook are going to cut up again. It's going to happen. And don't nobody want to be relying upon only our social media followers in order for us to have success with our business. Does that make sense? So that is what we need to do. Now, tomorrow, again, as I told you, we will be live at 2 p.m. I believe that's Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And this is our final. We still have a couple things in the pot that we're giving away. So what we still have left to give away, we're not doing the giveaway today, but we will do the final giveaway tomorrow. We still have a TV that we're giving away. We still have $100. Nobody has won the journal planner course. So I have a course that teaches you how to create your own journals and how to get them printed, planners, etc., etc. I got this planner right here for authors, the planner for authors right here. And so I literally teach you how to create it, and I give you templates and all that stuff. VIP ticket to the Urban. Oh, yes. Y'all, that's what. Okay, listen, I just got. It's not confirmed yet, so I'm not going to say her name. I can't tell you her name. But when I tell you, this girl is dope. So one of our influencer awardees, somebody were winning the award. Shashina, nobody won because nobody has sent the text message in. And I don't know. I think it's something wrong with the text messaging feature. So I got to figure it out, because when you sent the text message, you should have got a response. Did you get a response? Because I went to look. It said nobody has subscribed. So I was like, the hell? I'm not giving away the text. I'm not giving it away. People ain't subscribed. Sheesh. Okay, so anyways, the young lady that I have coming to speak, she has been able to help so many people make 6 and 7 figures. I'm trying to told you. She's amazing. And so I was on the phone with her today, just to be on the phone with her. And look, I didn't even know what the hell I was saying. You ever been so nervous? You just be saying, I was nervous. Listen, I was just running my mouth, but she is so cool. And she is probably going to be one of our speakers. But what I asked for her to do is for the Urban CEO Conference in October, for our VIPs, there's going to be a private luncheon for VIPs only. And she's agreed to do a 2-hour private luncheon for our VIPs. She's also going to be a keynote speaker at the conference. So you're going to get a ticket to the VIP Urban CEO Conference in October. You can win that. Tickets to the Profit Conference, you can win a ticket to that. VIP ticket to the Urban. That was won yesterday by Stevie Aisha Mills. And then free sponsorship in the Who's Who magazine. So the Who's Who magazine, now this is fire too, because the Who's Who magazine is our magazine where we recognize 80 entrepreneurs There's no specific requirement other than the fact that you need to be nominated, and then you have to be voted. But we also don't only select the winner based on votes, because some of y'all be sitting on there and just be voting back to back, right? We also base it on really what we see from your timeline and things like that. So yeah, so that is the deal. Yeah, I gotta figure it out, y'all. So I gotta figure out what's going on with the text thing. So I won't do the giveaway until I figure out, because yeah, it's not working. So I'm gonna have to send them a message or something, because it wasn't working. But yeah, once I figure it out, then I'll do the giveaway. I'll do a broadcast first to let everybody know for the green screen giveaway. Once we figure out what the heck is going on, we might have to use a different number, because of course I got a couple different other features. All right, y'all. So that is it. That is all. I appreciate y'all. I really pray that y'all learned something on today. The thing is, it's great to learn information, but when you don't apply it, it's nothing. It's not of any value. It's just stupid, right? So, like, we got to start taking this information and doing the work. Stop investing in stuff, guys, and not doing nothing with it. Like, for real. Okay, I mean, I just invested into a new software. By the way, if anybody wants dibs on this software, I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but I spent $497 for it, and it gives me lifetime access, and it allows me to I'll be able to create unlimited number of capture pages. I can even use it to make websites, and right now they have an introductory phase where you can get access to it. So if you want the link, I can send you the link so that you can get it, but it is $497, but it's dope, okay? Is really dope, and the people that created it have already built billion-dollar businesses. So the software is great, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, but information, like you said, Stevie, without implementation is just conversation. So let's take action. Let's get this work done. Tomorrow, 2 p.m., last day for you guys to win something. You never know. I might be feeling real excited. Might be feeling really like giveaway-ish. Some of y'all that already won, y'all might get a chance to win again. You just never know. So I wouldn't miss it. All right. Deuces.